in the KVNA FM Studio 1 here. Please welcome Simo today.
Pleasure to be here, man.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys, for popping in. You're on your tour. You're headed to Phoenix for a show tonight. JD Simo, of course, a Phoenician of sort. Yeah. Introduce your band, please.
Yeah. Well, I'm JD, and I sing and play guitar, and that's Elad Shapiro on the bass, and Adam Appershoff on the drums.
How long have the three of you been together now?
Well, the three of us have only been together about 2 years. Adam and I started playing together, I don't know, probably 5-6 years ago initially in Nashville, because we're based out of Nashville, Tennessee. And Adam and I met and started jamming together back then. I was playing on records, and he was in road bands and stuff. And, and then a couple of years ago, Elad ended up joining the fold, and here we are.
Nice.
So,
You're on tour right now supporting your new album, Rise and Shine, which is a different vibe than the last album.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, I think about 100 shows in to last year, we were all really kind of bored creatively with what we were doing. And so we worked really hard trying to get to a point where we had something that we felt was really kind of ours artistically, and that's kind of what the new record is a representation of, I think. And after, we were gone 300 days last year, so after that many shows and traveling that much, it really kind of helped focus,
I read somewhere you called your sound psych soul.
I think that's
I think that's a great way to describe.
Thanks. I think
the
that's
new
a
album.
good title.
You want to start off by playing something here?
Sure, we'll play Return. This is the first song off the new record. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been sinking in slowly without me even knowing. I've been wrapped up in me. I've lost all sense of reality. No. And there's more to all of this, and it's easy to forget until you stop to say that your light ain't shining like it's supposed to be. No. Don't you know now? Forgetting others' needs and cutting them off when they speak. Sometimes not even breathing, stuck in a false sense of being. Well, now, and there's more to all of this, and it's easy to forget until you stop to say that your light ain't shining like it's supposed to be. No. Well, I'll tell you now, you gotta return now. Return now. Na, 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 and there's more to all of this, and it's easy to forget until you stop to say that your light ain't shining like it's supposed to be. No, now you gotta return now for everyone to see. Yeah, return now.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's a return from the latest CD, Rise and Shine, Simo, in our Studio One. Thanks again, fellas, for being here today.
Thanks for having us. This is fun.
How was the European tour?
Oh, it was off the chain, man. That was really good, man. It was the best one best one we've ever done, best
Yeah?
tour we've ever done, I think. You know, so
Say so.
yeah, it was really fun. So
We could definitely tell from that song the different sound from the first album into the second album, and the second album is just terrific.
Thank you.
There's so many different sounds in it, but you were talking about creativity and all that earlier, and just wow, you can really tell.
well, thank you.
It's just,
Thank you.
It's really something. We were talking out in the parking lot about your old Phoenix days.
Yeah.
You know, it's my stomping ground too. So we were talking about some musicians. Well, you mentioned Danny Rhodes,
Yeah, he was-
Hans Olsen.
Yeah, no. Hans is a. Hopefully, I'll see him tonight. Hopefully, he'll come to the show if
Great.
he ain't working. But yeah, I mean, those guys were. You know, my family moved to the Valley when I was like 12 years old, and I was already playing in bar. Like I started playing in bars back home in Chicago, like when I was like 8, 9 years old, and. When we got to town, like people like Hans and Danny Rhodes and Chico Chisholm, who's dearly departed as well, Howlin' Wolf's old drummer, and Chuck Hall,
Yeah.
all those guys were they were like uncles to me, you know, and but Danny and Hans in particular were really close to me, and Hans still is. You know, we
Yeah.
still talk all the time. So
Yeah, we've had him in studio a bunch.
he's the
and,
best. I mean,
Yeah.
Hans in particular. I mean, you know, it's just he really. I wish he would write a book because his stories are so vivid. You know, hanging out with Tom Waits and Brownie McGee and you know, just all the stuff that he's done, and he's such a good storyteller.
Do you remember some of the places he used to gig at back then?
Well, the first place that I was able to play was a place called the Blue Note, which is no longer there. It was on the east side of town. And then there was a place called Shars downtown that I used to play. And then there were a bunch of other, down on in Tempe, you know, Belo's was a place we all used to
Belo's,
play
I
a
know
lot.
Belo's.
And the old Long Wongs.
Oh yeah.
Where the Gin Blossom started.
Yeah.
And all those guys too. Roger Klein and the Peacemakers. You know, I mean, the whole. You know, there's the community's so small musically in Phoenix, or at least it was when I was here.
Sure.
So we all knew each other. So yeah, Roger Klein, the Peacemakers, and Steve Larson, who was the guitar player back in the day, with that band. You know, but yeah, play there, and then up in Verde Valley, up here, I mean, like we would play the Orpheum Theater in Flagstaff. We'd play Charlie's, the Hotel Charlie's. We'd play. I opened several shows for people at the big casino here in Camp Verde.
Cliff Castle.
Cliff Castle, right? I was trying to
Yeah.
remember the name of it, and then in Prescott, you know. You don't call it Prescott, guys. You call it Prescott. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, all over,
That's
So-
and then after that, then you moved to Nashville. And
Yeah,
then
yeah. I was 20 when I moved away, and
self-taught.
for the most part, I mean, I took lessons when I was a little boy, but yeah.
Cool.
So
You got another one for us?
yeah, absolutely. This is a tune called "I Want Love" from the new record. Ready? There's nothing I can say that ever makes you stay. Anytime I called for you, you always had better things to do. But I want love, and I need love. I'm lonely, I want you only. And I don't want much, I just want love. I just want love now, yeah. I'd sit alone in the dark, and I'd hear you fight and tear each other apart. 'Cause I was always so scared of you. 'Cause no matter what I did, it wasn't ever any good. But I want love now, and I need love. I'm lonely, I want you only. And I don't want much, I just need love now, yeah. I just want love, yeah. Well, no. Well, I know I can't change the past, and I just want to tell you that I know you did your very best. And I don't blame you for what you've done to me, but I can't let go. No, I can't let go. No. Well, I just want love now. Oh no, I love it too long. No, I just need love. Oh, no. Yeah. Na 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 na. really needed love.
Another great new track from the new album. That's Rise and Shine. That's Simo in Studio One. Thanks again, fellas, for being here.
It's a real pleasure to be here. Thank you for having
Thanks. Safe travels. And please come back and play a gig for us sometime.
me. We'd be more than
In
happy
there.
to. Thank you so much
Super.
for having us.
Thank
man.
you.
God bless Northern Arizona, brother.
That's it.